Welcome to the HIT tutorial series. This tutorial was developed by the Institute of Water Research at Michigan State University and funded by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. In this tutorial, you'll learn how to draw and activate map layers, identify layer attributes, access metadata, turn on the map legend, and see what happens when the map is caching a layer. Let's go to the map. The Map Layers menu is on the right-hand side of the page. It contains map layers for HUC 2 through HUC 12 watershed boundaries, and HIT's spatially explicit erosion and sediment layers, which show the areas predicted to be at high risk for erosion or sediment loading to streams. Additional layers, like the 303D impaired waters, are also provided here. Before we move on, it's important we distinguish between active and visible layers on the map. Visible layers are drawn on the map and visible. To make a layer visible, check the box next to its heading. Uncheck it to turn it off. Active layers are a bit different. The active layer is needed for certain HIT tools to work, including Identify, Select a Watershed, HIT Data, and Label Watersheds. An active layer is denoted by a circular radio button and is highlighted in blue. Only one layer can be active. So in this instance, I've turned on or drawn on the HUC 8, HUC 12, and sediment layers, and made the HUC 12 layer active. This means that any HIT tool I use is going to operate on HUC 12 watersheds. Let me show you an example. I'm going to turn on the Identify tool and click on a watershed. A red pushpin appears. If I hover over the pushpin, all the attribute information like watershed name, HUC, and acreage for that watershed displays. Now let's move on to the map legend. Notice that the map legend isn't automatically visible. If you'd like to have the legend on, simply click Map Legend from the HIT toolbar. It will automatically reflect any changes you make to map layers. Metadata for these layers can be accessed by clicking on a layers heading. It'll bring up a little window with a brief description, but you can also click on the More link to see detailed metadata for that particular layer. As you work with the layers in the map, you may notice this window pop up briefly which says, Building Cache for Map Layers. The cache stores previously viewed map images. The first time a user views a map layer at a certain location and at a certain map scale, the server stores the view in the cache. The next time the user, or any other user, tries to view the data layer at that location and scale, the view is recalled from the cache and displayed much faster than when the cache was built. So if you zoom in on an area that hasn't been viewed at that scale before, it may take a moment for the map layers to appear. That wraps up the basics of HIT's map layers. The next video will cover how you select watersheds in the map page. Thanks for watching.